been thinking about.
Hi guys, it's Izzy and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be doing a video explaining all of the awkward situations that I have to deal with whilst being a quadruple amputee. So these are ones that involve other people as well, so greetings, all that kind of thing. And yeah, I do want to say all of these situations are based off my real experiences. Some of them, however, are slightly made to be a little bit more dramatic just for the comedic purpose of this video. I'm also going to explain which situations actually offend me and which I find funny, because sometimes people think things they've said offends me and I just take it lightheartedly, like I don't care. And the last thing I wanted to say is if anyone has been a part of one of these situations with me, in no way am I hating on you, I'm just explaining that it's a situation I have to deal with. Don't feel bad because it's fine, like honestly, everyone does it. Also, my little brothers did help me out during this video with some of their little acting scenes, because it's kind of like a skit this, which is something new for me. So if you like that style, make sure to let me know and I might film some more. And also go check out my brother's socials below for them helping me, because it's quite funny. So the first awkward situation is like generic comments. So
okay class, if you know the answer, put your hand up.
Oops. So as you saw from the little skit, this happens a lot in school, and personally I don't take offence to this because I'd feel more like I was getting singled out if they changed what everybody says to be like nice to me. But I don't find it offensive at all. I just think that it gets awkward if they make it awkward. Like if a teacher says it and then like, oh my god, I'm sorry, like don't draw attention to me, because that isn't cool. But anything else, like that's fine, I don't care, do you know what I mean? And personally, like I say, I'd rather just stick with the general comments rather than them be like, oh, put your arm up, because I'm like, nobody says that. The next one is public encounters. Now, I have a big long list of awkward public encounters, and a lot of them do involve children, which, I mean, you can't even blame them because I'm probably something different to what they've seen before and got to accept that. But some are just to the point where I'm just like, I want to go cry in a hole. I find these offensive, but then again, I can like be like, you know, the kid's only little and probably doesn't understand. But I'm sure a lot of people would feel uncomfortable if like a kid was coming up screaming at them, laughing at them. That is just a bit like upsetting. But like I say, I just kind of am like, whatever, because it happens quite a lot. The next one is preconceptions about me.
What happened to her?
She was in a car crash, I think. Come on.
As you can see from that, that is a real example of what someone said about me. Now, I would much rather you come and ask me if you're that curious about what's happened to me. I'm perfectly fine with people coming and asking me what's happened in any situation. In my mind, that is totally fine. But if you're making a really big judgment and preconception about me, that something happened that clearly didn't, or even clearly didn't, that might have but didn't, then just stop. Like, come and ask me. This is, like, it doesn't offend me, it's just frustrating, because I'm just like, just come and ask. Like, I'm not one of these people that will be like, oh, I won't tell people. Like, I'll be like, yeah, I had meningitis, yeah, it sucked, they had to amputate my arms and legs, but I'm fine now. Like, that is so much easier than making up a lie about me, because I just feel uncomfortable with that. Like, I didn't go through a massive traumatic car crash. Like, no, that didn't happen. Oh my god, this next one is staring. Now, I feel like in today's society, if you look different, you have to put up with getting stared at, and it shouldn't happen. It's annoying that it does happen, but it does. Hey. You alright? Hi, I'm Izzy. Now, if children stare at me, I'm like, it's fine. Looking at something they don't know, if I was still a like young child and I wasn't me and saw me, I'd be like, oh my god, she looks different, do you know what I mean? And they don't have the, like, they might not be able to understand what's happened to me, which I totally understand, totally empathise with, and I'm like, do you know what, kids don't, it's me, it's fine. And I was like, hi, like, hello, do you know, make them aware that I do know they're looking at me, but, and you know, nothing else than that. However, if an adult is staring at me, get a life! You don't even understand how much this frustrates me. Like, I try and ignore it, but it gets to a point, and I was somewhere the other day, I'm not going to say where I was, but I was with my mum and my dad, and we're both just sat there, and I was in my wheelchair, and I was drinking like a can of Coke or something, and this family of about 5 adults just staring at me, and I'm like, stop looking at me, come and ask me if you want to know anything, like if you want to chat to me, come and ask me, if you want to talk to me, ask me, if you want to know what happened, come and ask me, like I ain't shy, come and ask me, but you're just making me feel so uncomfortable if you're just constantly staring at me, like I've acknowledged you, I've given you the chance to start a conversation with me, and if you're just looking at me, it makes me feel really uncomfortable. So the next one is greetings. This is just plain awkward. Like, it's just awkward, this is. This isn't one that offends me. This I just find, like, awkward.
Hey?
Hi! And just a bit like... So, I feel like everyone has a situation where you go meet someone, and a lot of the time they're like, oh, start with a handshake, and I'm like... I'm a little bit screwed, starting screwed, aren't we? But it's not an occasion where you can, like, because if I were going to go handshake someone, instead I'd have a hug, but then if it's an occasion where, like, you can't do that, it's a bit like you kind of are like, hi. And it's so awkward. Like, I quite a lot of the time with, like, teachers in my school or whatever, we'll go in for, like, a handshake and just handshake with my arm. Because I'm perfectly fine with that. Like, if you want to do it, I will do it. Do you know what I mean? If you're going in for a hug, I'll go in for a hug. Like, it's fine. But the bigger deal you make about it, the more awkward it makes me feel. I'd rather you just be like, hi, yeah, hello. Rather than being all like, because it makes everyone feel a bit awkward. Because then, you, like, the person, like, I feel awkward. And then the person that went in but didn't go in feels awkward. Everyone just feels awkward. So I definitely... in situations like that, I'd rather them just be like, okay, handshake and we're good. Like, we're fine. Okay, so the last one is obnoxious comments. I get a lot of these comments, some from people that I'm actually friends with, others from people that are just strangers, and a lot of comments on the internet.
Oh, you're so brave.
Oh, thank you.
Do you miss them?
Well, I mean... I guess, yeah. Example I used in the clip is one I get a lot. I don't understand how I'm supposed to answer that. It's quite a difficult question to answer, and I don't know, it just kind of puts me on the spot and makes me feel super uncomfortable. For comments like that are quite obnoxious, and it's verging on rude a lot of the time. I feel like with anyone, there's a really close line to joking about it, because I myself joke about my disability. Like, I'll be like, I don't know, like, do you know what I mean? I'll joke about it, but I feel like there's a really close line between me joking about it and someone else just being rude. A lot of these people, like, all the time, and I don't know, it's quite frustrating. But some of the comments being like, oh, did you miss that? I bet you wish this, I bet you wish that. You know, it's just a bit like... Okay. That is the end of this awkward situation video. I'm sure I can think of a part 2 if that is something you'd be interested in, because my life is full of awkward situations. Some of them are funny, some of them are just plain right rude, not even gonna lie. I did want to say at the end of this video though, I know a lot of people comment on my YouTube, nice comments. Like, trust me, a load of you are really nice, but some people do comment quite nasty things, and I just wanted to make sure everyone is aware that whenever they're commenting something to someone's face or on a screen, the person reads it, and sometimes the person can get really offended by it. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a massive like, and also comment other video ideas and answer questions, you know what I mean, all of that kind of thing. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Alright guys, I love you guys so much and I will see you next Saturday.